And we're back one last time
Yeah, I love that song.
with a fixed microphone,
How you do it?
magic, or just basic construction ideas. Knowing where to put a screw, knowing where to screw things onto other things.
Dude, I know you were a chemical engineer.
A chemical engineer?
I didn't know you were becoming an engineer.
Oh, I didn't know you were a chemical engineer.
That's probably the least chemically engineered thing you could have done.
Yeah, probably. Why are we not talking in our late night show voices? Come on, you could do it.
I don't know.
This is your normal voice. I don't know.
My voice can't get much deeper.
I don't know why you became France Drescher. France dressing.
Dude, I would love to become French dressing. French dressing.
You know what's probably the dumbest things?
Us.
No. Yeah, but
Besides us.
I don't know why it's like become a big thing. It's because it's for antisocial people, for a super social thing, is dating apps. Like Tinder and stuff. It's like, I get the convenience of having all the people in your area in one place, and it's just based off of looks, essentially. Like, you put descriptions, but
no one really reads them.
No, nobody's gonna read those. Except if you're a guy, you brag about you being tall, because that's what I do. So they're dumb, but I'm on them.
I'm not, actually.
Good, you're fine. Because it's just like, if you're a social person who can meet people outside of a dating app, you don't need a dating app. And if you're too antisocial to meet people outside of a dating app, then
the dating app won't help you anyway, because you still have to meet them.
Yeah, you still have to meet them at some point. And it's just kind of dumb.
Welcome to most things on the internet, Sean.
Well, I find this as like I understand a lot. Like, for Instagram, you share photos because you can't normally share this many photos with a certain amount of people anyway, and so you want to share it with people. Twitter, it's like you share stupid ideas with people that you can't normally share it with. It's just those ideas that come into your head and you write them out.
It's like a sentence pops into your head. You're like, I need to put to everyone I know needs to know this.
The Kanye method.
Yeah.
Not even everybody I know. Everybody possible needs to know. But
that's I don't even have a Twitter. I want to make a Twitter though, but I feel mine would be just
oh no, what? I have one. There's no profile picture. I don't have any followers. I follow one person, and it's Kanye. And I did it just so I could get tweet notifications when Pablo was dropping, and then he hardly tweets since then, and I don't use it.
I kind of want to start wanting to use it, but at the same time, it's like that's another thing I have to keep up with, and it's like
that's another thing that I had to like
maintain.
How many, like, do I follow people that I know? Do I just follow celebrities? Do I really even care what any of them have to say? Because no other celebrity is gonna go on rants like Kanye. So all the other ones, like, great, like, you could follow John Mayer. It'll be a great show in
Tulsa.
No, I feel like John Mayer might actually joke around, just like he does on Snapchat, because he's a moron. But yeah, no, I just like I see purposes in those where it's like people don't need dating apps.
No, it's just go out.
Go out. You're gonna have to go out at some point anyway to meet these people, and then all of a sudden, if they don't like you there, then the dating app was useless.
You just wasted your time.
Obviously, there are some people who they can meet somebody on there, and it's like, oh, they actually like each other. Cool. That's how they met, and they might not have met otherwise.
What a sad love story. We met on Tinder.
Yeah.
Or
that's
even worse, Grindr.
I feel like for anybody that doesn't know, Grindr is the gay Tinder.
Yeah.
I feel like because it's harder for gay people to meet each other, an app to do it is actually convenient.
I mean, well, Tinder's just for people who don't want to. Who it's like weird. It's who don't want to have more options, but then don't want to just go out to the place where there be more options.
That's what I'm saying. Like you could put your distance up to. You could be like, I want to meet women within 100 miles, and it's like you're not driving to meet that woman 93 miles away.
You couldn't give me. You could literally be like, yeah, Oklahoma's 100 miles from where you live. I'm like, yeah, sure. Like what? How do you know distance?
And especially since it's a radius, so it's literally a full. So it's 200 miles in diameter.
So into the ocean.
Yeah, for us, it's into the ocean.
I could meet a sea woman.
You could meet
Davy Jones,
Little Mermaid.
Oh my god,
Davy Jones, the pirate,
the guy from the Monkees.
You're an asthmatic laugh. Yeah, I just find him stupid. And then there's the new one. There's Bumble.
What is that?
It's the exact same thing as Tinder, but the girl has to message you first. because every guy on Tinder is apparently too much of a baby. It's like you match, you both said that you like each other, and it's like, I can't message her. I can't message this girl 95 miles away that I'll never see in my life because I might be embarrassed. I might not be funny enough for her. Meanwhile, when I was like trying to do it, I never took it seriously. I'd send like cheesy pickup lines and then they'd be like, oh, hey, what's up? And I'm like, shut up. While I'm trying to neg people over Tinder. Oh, God.
I feel like that'd be like just like interesting just to see like just it's one of those things like you just throw everything at a wall and see what sticks. Like
yeah, every single one of my friends and me, it's like for Tinder you get 50 likes per 12 hours because it used to be like you get as many
unlimited,
as you want.
Yeah, but now they're trying to money.
Yeah, now they have Tinder Plus. But me and my friends, we swipe right every single one of our 50 in a row. Doesn't matter. Like we just go fast. We don't even look at the people. And then whatever sticks, it's like whichever ones we get matched with, then we look at those and then we're like, ooh. She's at least 300 to 450 pounds, leaning up against the bar, holding up the whole building.
I wheel her home.
Put butter on his thighs just to get it through the door.
Oh, God.
For anybody that doesn't know, that's a bit from Andrew Dice Clay's The Dice Man Cometh.
Let me speak about Andrew Dice Clay's show. Andrew Dice Clay's show has no business.
Comedy show or TV show?
His TV show, Dice.
Okay. Dice on Showtime.
It's actually the 4th episode is airing this weekend.
It's not the 4th episode. It's like, is it the 4th?
I would say it's the 4th.
Oh, I thought I looked it up on Wikipedia, and I thought it said it was up to like the 6th. But
if it's the 6th or the 4th.
No,
whatever.
but regardless.
Yeah, it has no business being as funny or as good as it is. It is a show where the main character is Andrew Dice Clay in character.
I don't know if it is as funny as it shouldn't be. Like you're saying, it has no business being as funny as it is, but probably to most people it's not. His stand-up shouldn't be as funny as it is to us, but it is.
I love his stand-up. I think
he's the only comedian who, like, we're one of the very few people who finds this funny.
I don't know why.
It's not funny. It's stupid. Yeah, can you imagine if you walked down the street and your friend was like, yo, watch this. And he's smoking a cigarette through his pinky and ring. No, but I'm saying, like, if you never saw it before, you'd be like, what are you doing?
A sequins leather jacket with his
a
name
dice on the back?
Yeah.
With a dice.
On the back.
Right, it's 2 dice. But
that's true.
Regardless.
With some dice.
We are one of the very few non-people. I was going to say non-people from the 80s. We are one of the few people that aren't, like, born in the 60s, 70s, 80s that probably enjoy Andrew Dice Clay.
I can't imagine
that even know about him.
I think he still does shows.
Well, I mean, he did that Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon thing.
Oh,
Jimmy Fallon thing. Talking about Batman, Superman.
That was one of the worst things. Donnie Trump. It's like, oh, God, stop.
It's like, oh, boy. But, yeah, it's like you probably can't even find too many kids our age who know him, let alone know him and enjoy him.
See, I've always been a big stand-up fan, and I wish when people ask me like what I liked out of comedy, I would say Andrew Dice Clay now, because I feel like he.
Yeah,
I wish
a good
I found
answer.
him. I wish I found him when I was younger.
I've known him since.
No, I've known of him, but I never actually looked into him.
I mean, I've watched a little bit of him when I was younger because my dad was. My dad's just an older version of us, so he loved Andrew Dice Clay. My mom hates him.
My mom despises him.
My mom can't stand him, but my dad loves him because my dad loves the nursery rhymes. I remember one time my dad told me, he was like, oh, you ever hear Andrew Dice Clay? I'm like, no. And he's like, oh, what? You never heard Little Miss Muffet sound on Tough and Eats? And he eats the whole thing. And he says the whole thing. And I'm like, I love this guy. I maybe my dad, but definitely Andrew Dice Clay.
That says like your father. That's what made you love your father.
Your father?
Your father.
What are you, a Yiddish woman? Your father. But yeah, Andrew Dice Clay. Everybody go look into Dice, the Showtime TV show, and
go watch the Dice Man Cometh. It's on YouTube.
And now I'm getting nothing but related videos to Andrew Dice Clay.
Don't watch his other stuff. It's not.
Not assume the position.
Some of it's funny. I will get it. Some of it is very funny. Some of it is not.
His crowd interactions are the absolute worst.
Worst.
And they're not funny. It's just him calling people derogatory terms in the audience. He could do that with like characters within his story. He'd be like, oh, I met this guy at a bar and he was a fat piece of garbage. Like,
that was really good.
Well, I'm very limited by what I could say on here, especially if I'm impersonating Andrew Dice Clay.
That's true.
We wouldn't even be able to play like a single clip of his on here.
No, not at all. Which was sad because I have a bunch of his albums downloaded from like Apple Music.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's more sad than not being able to curse.
I think I need to see him if I'm gonna listen to him.
Yeah, listening to him is you don't get the same guy in tight black pants and bright leather jacket with studs on it. You need that whole image. But I don't know. I think he's amazing.
Oh yeah, he's great.
He's awesome.
Everybody who has a not high end, sophisticated sense of humor, which you shouldn't, because then you're just being pretentious. Go listen to Andrew Dice Clay. And if you don't like him, you don't like him. But
Yeah.
don't not listen to him because you think you're too good for his comedy.
And don't listen to that guy who sings songs. What is his name, the comedian?
The recent one,
Yeah.
Bo Burnham,
I can't stand him. Don't listen to him.
he's all right. He's not great.
I like the guy who did what he did originally back in the 50s and the 60s.
Oh, well, yeah, no, it's
Tom Lehrer.
it's like Bo Burnham's all right. He thinks he's way smarter than he actually is. He
Yeah.
thinks he's putting out like intellectual comedy,
When
but
in reality, he's just an idiot.
but he'll make a genital joke every once in a while, and then that's when when I laugh the most. And it's just like he could be clever in the songwriting, but it's just like it's not good music, but it's also not good comedy.
No, yeah.
It's like it's a balance enough to where it's like I get what you're going for, and it doesn't sound terrible, but you're not
It's
meeting my
absurdly
needs.
good, yeah.
But you're not meeting my needs as a musician or a comedian. So what are
Yeah.
you doing for me?
Taking up my time.
Yeah, you're just taking up my time.
And with that, we should.
Speaking about taking up time, we just about took up an hour.
Yeah, look at that.
So we're gonna see everybody. I should probably have songs ready. Yeah, we'll see everybody hopefully next week
Yeah.
for our possible last show. And then
Probable
after
last
that,
show.
you never get to see us again. The no people watching.
Boo. Who?
We're 4 p.m. in Neuro, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah. I can't get
Deuces.
deep enough.